You're watching Force 13's live streaming service.
I think we missed it.
Your train has no tracks and is on its side and leaking poisonous gas everywhere over the project.
Where is the damn hole?
Card off the wall. The 19 and the 17 off the wall.
Confirmed tornado, right as you say that.
What? Mapped what I believe to be the center point of Irma.
That's the wrong answer.
There's no business like show business.
Hey, that is wicked!
We don't have
Live from Force 13 headquarters.
The four of us.
That was Nelson with what appears to be a brand new auto-tuning system. So there he goes, and this is Force 13 Live, and you can wonderfully see nothing yet again. This is turning into a bit of a gag now, where we can't see anything at the start of a stream. Why has that even happened this time? Let's go to the studio. This is Force 13 Sundays Live, and luckily we have everyone here as expected. My name is Nathan Foy in the bottom right hand corner, just out of harm's way, and we've got the rest of the team, which consists of quite a few people tonight. We have people from all shores, from California to the Philippines to the United Kingdom to Australia. We've got a wide-ranging group of people tonight. First of all, there's Codemo at the top left-hand side. Good afternoon. Oh,
hello.
There we go. We got it now. Nice to see you. We've also got Ike there in the Philippines. Good morning, as it is over there. And David.
Yes. I am here once again.
Of course.
And hi to the viewers.
We've also got Dimitri. It's been a while since you've been on the air with us.
Yes, indeed, it has been. Good evening from Long Island, New York.
Yes, sir. We've also got Kay.
Hello.
Nice to see you once again. And we also have a lesser spotted Ryan Leahy in the call. Ryan?
Hello, long time.
Very long.
Yes, it's been a very long time. I think the last time I was live was
winter,
like January. Yeah, it was a long time ago. But
All
I'm
right.
glad to be back.
Oh, well, that's great. We're really glad to have you back. We've missed you.
Yep, thank you.
And the great thing about tonight, for most of us, is that we pledge that tonight's Force 13 Sundays will be a 100% strat-free occasion. You can see in the title there, 100% stratless. So I'm really excited to see the unexpected normality that we will have in tonight's Force 13 Sundays episode. As always, this is the place where the community gets a good chunky say in what we're talking about. You can send your messages. Crikey, what is that in the background? You can send your messages into our chat right now live. Start your message with Force 13 all in text. And the first question there, which wasn't directly addressed to us, but I think we should mention it. What happened last week is that Strat and Nelson went into an all-out war, didn't they? Does anyone know what's come of it so far since then?
Well, since then, Nelson changed his name and profile picture to Strat and pretended to surrender to himself as Strat.
Of course. That sounds logical. And did it work?
I don't know.
Oh.
Strat appeared confused.
So Strat is confused and Nelson pretended to be Strat and tried to surrender to himself. Excellent. Gary Smith would like to know if I ate Strat. That's a good start. No, I've not eaten Strat for a while. Yes.
When are you going to? You should do it again soon.
Probably, but I'd like to spread the Strat around. I mean, We should invite the whole family round for dinner one night. Anyway, what do we think
Which track cooking?
about 96L and the other AOI? So Hating Hayden there going straight onto Tropics, guys. I think you've got a few things to say about it.
Well, I think that the Gulfstream system is more likely to form. It's had a lot more support from at least ECMWF. There's still a bit of dry air present in the tropics, and the shear is quite high. So I think it's going to be very challenging for the wave to develop beyond a trough.
All right, so you've caught me unawares there. I'm trying to get the page. I mean, you're only going to see a small snippet of the National Hurricane Center, but there it is. And you can see that there is a little yellow X there, which has a 10% mark next to it for the 48-hour period and 20% in 5 days. You can't see it on that there. Well, there's your sort of cut-off graphic. I can't change that just now. But the 5-day outlook shows 2 yellow areas. That one's at 20% in the next 5 days, the Gulf Stream disturbance, and 0% in the next 48 hours. They are 2 systems that we've been watching for a while, although I think the National Hurricane Center are being slightly optimistic with those chances, if I'm being honest.
They might be, yes, but if ECMWF is correct, we could have a borderline hurricane off the coast of Connecticut.
Really?
In about 7 days.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I had it in the 9.
Okay, that is...
Usual,
I've not seen that yet. Maybe we could get it on the screen shortly. In the Eastern Pacific, we were really... everyone was really getting hyped over the possibility of 4 or 5 tropical cyclones. I was certainly bigging up the chances, but as you can see, now we've only got 2, and they look dreadful. 30% chance for disturbance number 1 in 48 hours and in 5 days, and 20% in 5 days for the second one. We are marking a third one now behind that as well, with a 10% chance. I think 10% for all 3. So... low chances for the Eastern Pacific, which is really getting snuffed out this season. 2 pathetic tropical storms so far, folks.
Yeah.
Any thoughts?
I mean, it could have been way better. I just feel like it was just an unfortunate circumstance, really.
Unfortunate for Boris. Never mind.
An upper-level anticyclone developed over the region, and alongside with the monsoonal setup that is currently in that basin, very unfavourable for tropical cyclogenesis.
So, you know, a fairly quiet event tonight. We've got loads of things we could talk about, though. We'll let the viewers tell us where to go, but for the minute, we'll talk briefly tropics. Where's this hurricane that you've been looking at? I'm not seeing it on the 12Z run.
It might have been an earlier run. And it wasn't clear whether it would be or wouldn't be at hurricane strength. It was sub 990.
I see it. Yeah, I doubt that's a hurricane.
Yeah, it's just with the 24-hour resolution of the model, you can't tell what it does in between.
Fair point indeed. Just looking at it on my screen there. Alright, let's see if we have any more questions, because this is the question hour. Question and answer is how we branded this, amongst other things. The war goes on in the comments section. Hashtag Strat will fail the test is battling hashtag Strat will pass the test.
Yeah, because Strat's doing a final for his course this today. That's why he's not here.
Do we know what it is that he's doing?
I don't know what he's doing, apart from his courses on business and economics and that sort of thing.
Oh, of course, he's doing his stonks. What a silly question for me to ask. David says, "What if you want an update? Strat and Nelson." Oh, sorry, let's do the accent. If you want an update, Strat and Nelson, come in via our Discord link. David?
Wait for it, viewers. It's going to be Nathan and David once again.
It's not.
We had a warm-up earlier.
I know how much you want that to be the case, but it is not going to be the Nathan and David sorry excuse of a show.
Well, I'm going to ask the viewers this one. How about a cooking with David? We had cooking with Strat. So would anybody like me to produce a cooking video?
Absolutely.
All right,
So
cooking with David.
What do the comments think?
We'll find.
Post it.
We'll find out. God damn
We're
it.
warming up, aren't we?
Be quiet, you. All right, so
Yes, Gary.
actually, our very own Ike has posted. How do I eat a Strat? David, how would you eat a Strat?
Probably over a fire. Racing.
That's how you would cook it, not how you would eat it.
Probably race it, mate. Over outside on
Would
a
you,
barbecue.
Would you peel the layers off, or would you cut it in half, or would you slice it and mince it, or what would you do with your Strat? Swallow it whole, maybe? What are we
No,
talking about?
Actually, mincing probably be the way.
Oh.
Mince.
There you go.
I'd probably put butter
so
on him.
David's
first.
advice,
Or
official
cook it
advice.
as a
there.
whole, then peel the skin off.
David's full
Well, you have-
advice. Peel the skin off. Mince it.
Mincing freshwater eels, so that's not bad.
What? Now what are we talking
fishing.
about?
Fishing.
That's very messed up.
All right, David. Whilst we're on the subject of messed up, you can talk to us about what you and Jason are predominantly doing at the moment. Our Earthquake stream, which is live right now. There's a look at it. This is something that's been running for, is it nearly 2 months now?
It must be nearly 2 months, Nathan.
A 24/7 Earthquake stream that plays some pretty cool music on there as well, and just goes through all of the latest earthquakes, and it's an automated feed. And I just wanted to bring this to everyone's attention if you've not seen it yet. We did launch this new channel back in April. So if you are into seismology, then we're making a start on that as well. So that's what we've got right now. And we are desperately hoping that our wizarding genius, Jason, brings something similar to this in terms of tropics, and we could run a 24/7 stream for the tropics. That would be nice.
Yes.
So, Jason, viewers, Jason and I'm actually his co-pilot, and unfortunately, Jason, the severe weather has been severely impacting his signal, and I'm his backup. But to those that haven't subscribed, it is it's something that Nathan has been planning for quite a while.
It was mainly Jason's idea, wasn't it, though? Yes, it was.
Yes.
Magnitude 13. So
that was the original channel, yeah, many years ago. But it was Jason's idea to do the reboot, and I was fully behind it because I wanted to do the reboot as well. Anyway, there's some more questions. Landmar would like to know if we can throw nuclear bombs at Strat. I wouldn't recommend it.
No, we're not doing this again.
No, we're not doing that again. That's the voice of Justin. Good evening to you as well. Hello? Hello? Is he gone?
I'm here.
Oh, welcome again.
Hello.
What's going on?
I graduated from high school.
Oh, good. There we go.
Nice job.
Hey.
Well done. Well done.
This is what I wore.
Sorry, what was that?
This is what I wore on my cap during my graduation.
If the image loads.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was slow to load just then, and it still is loading in your case, Justin. Whilst we wait to see if that does load, there's another question from James, and a very valid one. Why was there no tropical weather bulletin yesterday/today? That's because I wasn't here, and I forgot to tell my team that I wasn't here until about 4 hours before the tropical weather bulletin was due, so no one made one. We're so organised.
Yes, Ethan was having technical
He was
issues.
tied up too. Yeah.
But if you follow our social media platforms on Facebook and Twitter, there is always a tropical weather outlook posted at the same time every night. So if you're really desperate to see what's going on, there's no tropical weather bulletin for whatever reason, then you've got that fail-safe on our social media platforms. Force 13 on Facebook and Twitter if you want to give it a follow. Let's see, what else do we have? What is that? Okay. What is my idea about Strat? I don't know what the idea is about Strat. Some people seem to want to eat Strat. I mean, I cooked one just for fun.
It's an overwhelming majority of our chat that wants to eat him too. It's kind of weird.
There's a question there. Do I have to watch the other stream to figure out what Strat is? Strat's a what now? Strat is a very curious person who is on the Force 13 team. To his credit, he's been with us for quite a long time now, nearly 4 years actually. He was on our Matthew coverage. That was the first appearance from Strat. He's very enthusiastic and sometimes a bit over the top, even he would admit. Loves a good competition, plays golf all the time, does bore you quite a lot with stocks or stonks, and it's just, he is like a squirrel. He never gives up on his nut.
At least he can't ping everyone anymore.
He can't ping everyone on our Discord server anymore because we stripped him of his permissions to do that. And you can join our Discord server underneath, in the link underneath this video somewhere. All right.
And we also have a gaming channel.
We do also have a gaming channel, which we need to get more gamers for. But in the meantime, I don't know if you guys want to change the topic to something else. It can be anything that's to do with what's happened this week or your interests or whatever, because this is where we all come together and just have a little bit of fun on a Sunday night. But if anyone does have any questions that, it doesn't have to be related to topics or our work at all, you can send them in right now. Start your message with Force 13 and it will light up for us. People still talking about Strat and moving him to North Korea. But
I have two questions from chat.
Sorry?
I have two questions from chat.
Okay.
The first one is Strat a crab?
No, not quite.
Yeah. And the second is, when do we think the first hurricane will form, and what will its letter be?
That is a decent question, and I would struggle to tell you the answer. Sorry.
Who knows? Honestly, who knows?
It will be by the end of August. I'm sure we'll have a hurricane before that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which
basin? Form in July.
The Atlantic, David, is what we're talking about.
The Atlantic.
I mean, the Eastern Pacific's had a shocking start. I thought at least one of those was going to be a hurricane.
It just looked like we were going to get a train, and we got one pathetic, weak tropical storm.
I mean, even the models were most excited at short range about Boris, and it got to, was it only 40 miles an hour in the end?
Yes,
only 40.
Only 40 miles an hour.
For 12 hours.
Models wanted it to be, well, GFS at various points wanted it to be a Category 1. And it only got to 40 miles an hour. So pathetic and miserable that it will not be getting a track animation.
Yeah, honestly, who would want a track of Boris?
You would be surprised. One Prime Minister, for one.
Well, yeah, besides him, though.
Oh my goodness! It reminds me of if you've ever, oh man, if you've ever, you've watched, I don't know if you've ever heard of Caillou, but when I think of the,
His
when I think of the
dad's name is
Boris,
Boris. Yes.
Oh, I forgot.
Right,
There is
and
one
Boris.
other person that wanted the track video, and it's Ethan. Because he is a little East Pacific fanboy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
here's the thing though about
Indeed.
here's the thing about Caillou though. There's been like there is a lot of it's
Complicated.
was Go Anime, if you've ever heard of that one. There were several videos regarding like Caillou and Dora and it and them doing crazy things.
Caillou gets grounded.
What are
Yeah,
people
exactly.
writing in the
Those.
comments?
I
Ethan
don't
trying to
know.
defend himself, saying, "I wouldn't say a fanboy per se." Come
I found another
on.
question amidst the madness in the comments.
Hmm.
The question is, when was the last tornado in the UK?
Yes. Not long ago.
Yes. I'm pretty sure there was one in the last thunderstorm outbreak.
The last, yeah, and I cannot remember where it was now. But it's only about 2 weeks ago at most.
Or 1 week ago even.
Only 1 week?
Yeah, I think it ended 1 week ago. And there was one on the last day.
Oh, I don't even know. What I can tell you is that our temperatures have plummeted today. We had a maximum high of 14 degrees Celsius, 57 Fahrenheit, which was, I think, what we needed after that heat wave.
Yeah, but it was a bit breezy as well, wasn't it?
It was windy, never mind breezy.
Yeah. Had to put my coat on to go outside.
Alright, more comments. Since I started watching your channel, I've wanted to study hurricanes and atmospheric science. Do you have any tips? Does anyone in this room have any tips?
Get good at physics and maths and go to university.
And what I've and I think tracking storms you get better as time goes on.
Oh yes, I've taken about 2 years to get what I consider decent at tracking and predicting.
I started tracking storms much like a lot of people who are now on our team at around 14 years old. And I knew absolutely nothing about storms.
Yeah.
Same here. Started tracking at 14, and I didn't know anything at the time, basically.
I was one of those people, you know. One of the young, hyped up young people.
Yeah.
No, I remember a run of, I think it was Tropical Storm Kai Tak of 2017 that got, it was when the GFS was in its super crazy phase where it made everything 865 millibars.
Not everything.
And I thought,
only
oh my
one
God,
storm.
yeah, no, but that was, there was a model run for what would become Tropical Storm Kai Tak, and it got, the GFS put it down to 865.
Really? Are you sure that wasn't Noru?
They were close.
No, it was not Noru, or it might have been another storm that didn't form. But yeah, no, I remember seeing it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, but I somehow remember. I was like, oh my God, that's stronger than Tip. We're gonna see a typhoon that's stronger than Tip, and I'm like, you know, I took it seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
you know, this is my what is it? My 11th year of tracking tropical cyclones and my 8th year of broadcasting tropical cyclone updates. So we're getting pretty good at this, I think. I hope.
This will be my 4th season of tracking systems.
Yep, and we've got quite a few people on board who will be broadcasting for the first time this year, like Kay, if you come on.
Yes, I can't wait to get started.
David, go ahead.
What's the best system that you've tracked?
Oh dear. You can't just throw in a question like that. It takes a lot of
Why?
deep thought.
I have. Well, what do you mean by best? Like, so can I say Dorian?
Is it going to be an objective or a subjective question? Best as in strongest, most intense, or personal opinion?
Personal opinion.
I thought so. Well,
you're welcome.
Yeah. Gee.
Sorry.
I mean, I find it hard to beat Hyan.
Yeah.
There's obviously Patricia, there's Michael, there's Irma, there's Dorian. You've got quite a host of storms to choose from.
That's true.
I suppose... I'm trying to think which one sticks in my mind the most. Probably would have been one of the earlier ones because obviously it was all new to me. But I'm struggling to pick one in particular. There's a story behind most of them. For instance, I don't know if many people know this, but during Hurricane Sandy, I was actually in Cornwall on the other part of the UK, far away from here. And I knew Sandy was coming, so I lugged my computer along with me. My entire computer came with me because I knew Sandy was going to be an enormous event.
Wait, not even like a laptop, like a full-blown...
computer.
Gotta always be on the grind.
Absolutely. So that's how those updates were created, but the internet signal was appalling, and actually it was so poor that the video got uploaded, and we had a laptop as well, but it was a very small little thing, and it's 2012, so it was nothing big and impressive. The only thing it could do was browse the internet, so we sent the file from my computer to my laptop, went to the local bar which had Wi-Fi, and then uploaded the Sandy video. That's where I was in a bar when the Hurricane Sandy Strikes New Jersey update was uploaded.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you record that at a bar?
I didn't record it in a bar, but I uploaded it there because that's where the internet signal was.
Oh, okay.
But there's a story
not
behind
displaying
it all.
my video camera.
Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, this thing just we're having trouble loading it.
Yeah.
And during
Here for
Hyan,
1
I mean, Hyan absolutely kicked my butt, to put it in one way. That was
kept outdoing your expectations.
Oh, that kept us extremely busy. Kept me extremely busy.
Yeah, that would have been... Hyan must have been huge if I was around tracking storms at that time.
And if we were where we were today as the channel, it would have been even bigger. It would have been extraordinary.
It would have been probably a landmark for Force 13 coverage, probably.
I suppose.
Yeah.
But we'll be ready for the next one. Hopefully it doesn't come. But
Hopefully it never comes.
realistically, you got to expect it somewhere.
Well, if you can make it through Dorian as a coverage service, I think you can do anything.
Well, I mean, as bad as Dorian was, the population that it affected as a Cat 5 was only about 100,000 or so.
That is true.
Compared
way
to...
too many.
It is still a lot, but you could compare that to a Florida landfall where it would have been maybe 4 million. Or whatever.
Oh my god. If Dorian hit Florida instead of the Bahamas, Florida got so lucky. Like, if they had...
Wow.
I can't even imagine what a 185 mile an hour Florida landfall would look like. That'd just be terrible.
It's only happened once and not on the mainland.
Yeah. That took out all the bridges.
Yeah. The Labor Day hurricane. Anyway, there's loads more questions since we got sidetracked there. Tropical Cyclone 100 posted a comment. Lost it now. Where's it gone? I've got to get it again. Wants me to make a track of Boris video, please. I want it, they say. Should we listen to Tropical Cyclone 100? They have followed Force 13 for at least 8 years.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And we acknowledge that. Thank you very much.
Not
One of
sure.
the very original people, and I keep saying it on our streams because I think it's very impressive that you've been here the whole time. Should we make the Boris video just for them or not? Ooh, I don't know. But then you've got on the other side, you've got a few people complaining, or not complaining, but worrying that we're doing the whole animation before we've done the animation. Sort of the idea that doing all of these individual track videos is making the full season animation idea redundant.
But it's
Well,
really,
I
no.
mean, it's like
Not
you have to
time.
watch all of them after each other, right? You have to watch one and then the other. So it's like you really want to spend that time going through every single video.
I guess. I think what makes it most interesting about the full season animations is that you can see multiple storms at the same
Simultaneous
time.
systems, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think is the biggest plus point about those. But I don't know. We'll see where we end up.
Nathan,
Yes.
just thinking about animations, just something that comes to mind is your first animation. Have you got that in the archives?
Yes.
Perhaps we could have a look at that sometime.
Okay. I'm not
It's
sure.
just a thought.
All right. Yeah, just a thought, mate. Yeah.
But
Where's
listen,
Nelson, by the way? Hey, Nelson's just posted in the chat.
Yes,
He's supposed to
Nelson.
be here tonight. Where is he?
You come into the studio, and I want to ask you a question.
Oh, David's gonna be the High Inquisitor.
Well, in the meantime, Nelson, what was the first storm that you tracked?
Ah. Oh, hello, Nelson. How are you?
Haha.
That pulled him in,
I
viewers.
got his attention.
We're just waiting for him to settle into his.
He's settling in.
I'm just waiting
See?
for you. You had a question
Oh,
for
it's going to be the Nelson and David show.
Oh no! Stop it.
Connor D, I see what you wrote, and we already know the answer. Don't be foolish.
I don't even know what we're talking about now. David, ask that question again. Nelson didn't hear it.
What was the first storm that you tracked?
Oh, God. Probably Andrew in 92.
Yeah.
At least that's the first one. You know, I would have been about 8 years old then. And so that's the first one I can really remember being impactful and monitoring it the whole way through. They used to give out paper tracking maps at gas stations, and I'd pick those up for every storm.
That's alien to what we have now.
Yes, it is. And then there was some ancient software called Tracking the Eye or something like that.
Really?
That you could do it on old Gateway 2000 PCs.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we are going back in time.
Most people in the room have now been completely alienated by that comment.
Yes, well, all I can say is thank goodness the NHC had a website in 1998.
They must have had it sooner than that, just that it's not, well...
That's as far back as the archive goes for the articles.
I'm sure they'll have had it a little bit earlier than that, I'm not sure. I know that JTWC updates, you can source some of them as far back as November 1996. That's my exhaustive research into trying to bridge the gap. We've got a data gap. We've got loads of forecast tracks, operational forecasts for typhoons from the JTWC from 1971 to 1987. But between 1987 and 1996, we have nada. All that we know is that we think the US Navy has hard copies of the forecast output. So if anyone does have connections with the US Navy, please put in a word for us. It's a long shot. More questions. Matthew Jones says, how did you get started? I assume you mean in terms of how Force 13 started. How did Force 13 start? I don't even remember anymore. Well, it was just a little venture, I suppose.
12-monthly project, wasn't it?
Didn't expect anything of it, no. A few animations. And then... Because what I always felt at the time is that, oh my goodness, it's going to be impossible to keep up with taking the plunge and entering the world of operational storm tracking. It felt to me that would be an impossible mountain to climb because you've got to be on top of everything. Yet somehow we're doing it, and we've been doing it for 8 years. David?
And just thinking about how fantastic the project is, the overwhelming support, I believe that, Nathan, you've got another announcement.
Have I? Have I?
Cyclone tracking?
All right, I know what you're talking about. Nelson, but first of all, Nelson says, David, no more streams until you mount your weather station.
Nelson, you want to come over and help me put it up?
Yeah,
I know,
I'll be right there when they let me in the country.
Actually, that's true. And a flight.
Alan also posted a message saying, I'm on my 20th year of tracking, but didn't start uploading anything until last year. That's fascinating. Maybe you should join us on the air and talk about your 20 years of experiences.
Yes.
Sure.
And my first system was ex-tropical cyclone Yasi.
Ah, yes, Yasi. That was probably the first one I tracked in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah. That was a
2011.
bad one. North Queensland, Cairns.
Some very interesting comments here. Baby Strat is hatching. What?
From
No,
where?
once enough for you. It's not a family.
Wait, where's he hatching from?
I'm really, really behind on the comments. Let's see, what else have we got? I'm not too far behind. What if you guys were covering the 2004 and 2005 season? Wouldn't that have been something? Well, all I can say is we're here now.
And 2020 could potentially get close to them, although I'm not going to say it's going to be equal to 2005.
That would be a tall order indeed. What do we think about Hurricanes Michael, Maria, and Jose? I know they aren't the same season, but okay.
Jose was a Cat 5.
Who was?
Not Cat 5.
Oh dear, not that old chestnut.
It came up in the reanalysis on Discord recently.
It did. If you want to have your say on there, you can just join our Discord. So we talk about everything. Reanalysis, live tropics tracking, off-topic stuff. And, you know, the community is really getting a hold into deciding its own future as a community. It's very much community-led. And it hasn't always been like that because we haven't really had a community until now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here for you, sure.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the most recent discussion, one of the most recent discussions, but some people decided collectively that Moranti 2010 was 205,876.
2016?
Moranti 2010?
2010, I think so.
Or 2016?
The stronger one of the two.
2016 then. That was like a Cat 5. Yeah. Officially
I don't buy it whatsoever.
And it's probably closer to like 180. I don't know how the JTWC came up with 195.
So that one's got fierce debate going on for sure.
Nathan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Justin?
Connection's gone again.
Oh dear, he's having real trouble tonight, I think. What What would the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season cause? I'm not sure what that means. Chaos is probably the answer.
I this video so the viewers can.
Oh my goodness. Hurricane Tim says, can we get that 2099 Atlantic hypothetical season reanimation?
No.
That would be something.
That was our 99th video. That was a special video.
Maybe our 999th video, if we haven't gotten there already.
999?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've easily passed that.
How about 9,999?
Yeah, that's getting closer. I think we're at 3,000 and something.
Really?
Something like that.
Probably hit 4,000 before December.
I don't even know what number we're up to. Can we expect to see live reporting from scenes of severe weather like the news in the future as the project expands? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Although I feel that'd be more dependent on having people where the weather's happening.
Yeah, just a little bit. It definitely won't be me and Kay covering anything.
But if the team expands, it's likely that we could probably get people on those places.
It'll obviously get a lot easier because technology continues to become more readily available. Internet signals get better. People are everywhere. You know, people take things on their phones and send them in. And if you do have anything to send in to us, weather-wise, we obviously do Weather Beat every Wednesday again now. So if you do have any interesting weather that happens this week, send it in. Contact@force13.com and we'll consider it for inclusion on Weather Beat.
Nelson has made a promise in the chat.
Has he?
He says that during the next Gulf, tropical, or storm or hurricane, he'll tie himself to a tree outside.
What is that?
Oh.
Okay, there's some very strange comments.
Yes, there are. There's some people wanting Robux.
I'm looking this way because this is where the comments are, by the way. I'm not just flat out ignoring you all. Yeah, some very interesting comments. I started with Force 13 when Cyclone Idai update came out in March 2019. That was an interesting storm to track. What was that Cat 5 cyclone that was in 2018 and ended in 2019? Was there one?
Huh? No, I don't think so. I mean, the closest to that would probably be Salida.
Yeah, I would agree
That was
with
like
that.
late. That was like a few days before Christmas, I think, in 2018. But that didn't cross into 2019.
No, can't think of any others.
Yeah,
I don't suppose they might mean on the Australian scale if there was any.
Perhaps.
No, I don't. No,
I can't think.
No, there would not. There wouldn't be.
No.
There's an. I like that. Where'd it go? Where's it gone? What year that was Nelson born? Jeez, if he tracked Andrew. Nelson, do you feel old yet? Has he gone as well?
I feel old when David's in the call.
You don't feel old when David's in the call. That's a fair point. That is a fair point. Well, here's a question. Here's a question for you then, David. So, how old were you when you first started tracking the tropics? I already know the answer, but I'm going to let you say it.
When was Yasi?
2011. Come on, David, it's simple maths.
Early 50s.
Wouldn't that be late 50s, David?
No. Oh, actually, you're right.
It is. You would have been 57, David. So,
Well,
my question is, I'm not age shaming you. The question is, Why did it take so long for you to get into tropics tracking?
Well, it was just another interest of mine. Emergency radio communications was or still is one of my areas of interest, but I was broadcasting the Bureau warnings via the radios, and then
You were a ham operator.
No, Nelson's actually a ham operator. But I did have a friend of mine, back in the 70s. 70s, that was a ham operator.
Wow.
And,
You've been monitoring, you've been working with amateur radio, that kind of thing, since the late 70s, right?
The citizen band radio service, Nelson had, America's got it. I think Britain's got it, but over here, yes. Plus, I had 10 years in a marine rescue group.
An illustrious history.
Yes, I actually.
So you saved lives,
along.
David, right?
Well, I have, and I was driving along the road along the foreshore.
I think I've heard this one before.
Yeah, well, HF radio, and
Yeah.
we heard Mayday
Yeah.
transmitted.
No,
And
it is a
friend
good
of
story,
mine-
though, yeah.
It is. A friend of mine was monitoring over at the northern end of the Brisbane airport, and we've got a new runway opening this year.
Oh, wow.
And she picked up the Mayday call and contacted a local water police here in Brisbane. They in turn contacted Case Watch or Coastal Surveillance in Canberra, and the Royal Australian Navy were dispatched, and it turned out to be a concrete hull sailing vessel off the northwest WA region.
Wow. So that was literally thousands of miles away.
Yes, and that was on HF radio on the 27 meg wave band on the distress channel. The signal dropped out. We were the only ones here in Brisbane that heard the call, although we did have other monitors around Australia, and we of prisoners up in the North Darwin prison that were able to monitor. The radios were fixed, and the Navy.
When did Ethan get here?
Just now.
Welcome,
Let him
Ethan.
in.
I did.
Welcome aboard.
Of course, that gang. Yeah.
So just briefly, the radio signal was lost. Came back the same time the next morning, and I think it was about 300 nautical miles off the coast. So it was a successful rescue.
Hooray.
We've got some more questions. We're going to go switch gears completely now. Can we have 2005 Hurricane Season version 6?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No,
there's
I'm
absolutely
used.
0 point.
5 years at
I
least,
think-
guys. 5 years, guys.
I think that person just
5
asking to get
years.
a reaction.
If there's anything that I'm wanting 2005 related, it's the track of Hurricane Rita.
Oh.
You made one yourself, Ethan.
All right, more questions.
You made it yourself.
If someone is looking to help contribute, where can they go? Well, you can send us an email, contact@force13.com. I think the email address is linked under here, or is it? Oh, it's not.
No.
Why not? Okay, well...
We'll have to come
that
back to
sucks.
Strat on that one.
I'll just type it in right now. Contact@force13.com. There is a dash in it, so it's best to type it out. Hurricane Force, I wonder where we got that name from, wants to know if we're going to do the 1492 worldwide cyclone animation. Oh, we could, but it'd be quite boring. There's only about
Why, how
I'm
long,
not even
Nathan?
sure there's one storm that season that we've found.
There was.
Yeah, I don't think that there'd even be one.
The first one recorded in the Atlantic Ocean was in 1494, so...
I thought it was like the 1700s.
Just have a screen of the ocean for like 10 minutes. It'll be fine.
Something like that.
I know exactly what animation you should do next, Nathan.
Just a minute. Can we have the 1914 Atlantic Hurricane Season animation version 2?
I was just about to say that.
You were going to say... Can we do F-13 Con? It's an idea. It's an idea.
Yeah. It is.
But I'm not sure how we're going to manage to bring everyone into one place, even after coronavirus.
Have an internet con. Those happen.
Maybe. It would be really cool to do it in person, though. Just completely hire out a convention center one day. Absolutely.
I don't know how we'd be able to fly everyone to one country, though.
No, it would be pretty tough.
And how many people do we expect to go? Like, would we make any net value off of it?
I haven't got a clue. I've not thought any further than Force 13 Con is a good idea.
Yeah. I noticed something outrageous the other day.
Okay.
The most recent animation for the 1998 season and Hurricane Gilbert is 2012.
Oh. That must be a conspiracy. What are our thoughts?
V2?
What are our thoughts on the West Pacific, East Pacific, and Atlantic hurricane seasons so far?
The Pacific isn't doing very well, is it?
Western Pacific dead, Eastern Pacific weird, Atlantic
way ahead of its time.
Way ahead of its time, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Someone has complained that Nelson is abusing his power. Nelson, what's going on? Come on.
Nelson banned someone for supporting Strat, I think, and he's done it to that person's alt account as well.
Oh, not nice.
No, that's not what happened. He said that LSU sucked, so I banned him. Or I put him in timeout for 5 minutes. It's really okay. It's not that bad.
I gotta laugh.
Of course.
Will Dolly's track and Boris's track come about 5 days after Tropical Low Boris is dead? Well, I don't know. We're doing Dolly, but I don't think we're doing Boris even now.
No.
We'll see. Yes?
Nothing.
Yes?
Why no track animation of Boris?
Because it was so boring.
Okay.
Name something you liked about Tropical Storm Boris.
Here's a better question. Does David get the senior discount at restaurants?
Oh dear.
That's a good one. It was available at the at a previous hairdresser, but
hairdressers do food now, do they?
Yeah, hairdresser, but
restaurant.
That's a good question. That's a good question, but no, I don't get it. It's special treatment.
Shame.
Justin has uploaded a video for you to show Nathan.
Have you?
Alright.
How do we get it on the air?
Can I interrupt you for 1 minute? Because if you go to the chat here, you can see that I uploaded a video. It's for you to show to the viewers. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time, but it's something important. It's only like a short clip.
What is it?
It's basically
It appears to be a bedroom.
It's a bedroom?
No.
I'm a bit scared of playing it then, or even looking at it.
I watched a little bit of it. It's not that bad.
Hurricane Force says, just make a worldwide cyclone animation with the year
Well,
the
I'm just
first
gonna
tropical
come up in a couple of
cyclone was
seconds.
recorded. I want to see the earliest recorded cyclone. Well, there's a little issue with that because we're finding earlier ones all the time.
Yes, that is very true.
Can you just watch it?
I don't know. Hold on, I'm still going through all the comments.
It's all right.
Lots and lots of
very-
requests.
I would recommend watching it. It's a good video.
You'd recommend it? Okay.
Yeah.
When's the next planned worldwide cyclone animation? They are fun to watch, and I like the extra non-tropical factoids. They are good, but unfortunately they do take a hellishly long time to make, about 3 weeks per animation, unfortunately. So it's a bit slow.
I have a question.
Yes.
I've been hearing that the National Weather Service is planning on doing away with advisories. Like,
Oh, they are.
people
They're
are
changing it a bit, aren't they?
Yeah, they've started.
Right. Let's see what this video
did a
is.
survey about it.
All right.
We'll pick that up in a minute. Oh, we don't have much time. Let's just see what this video is from Justin. What is Justin doing?
Why, hello, Nathan. As you can see here, I have graduated from high school. The ceremony was on Friday, and maybe take it off. And
Oh,
as
there it
you see,
is.
I'm War Force
yes.
13. I have graduated from high school.
I like that.
The ceremony was on Friday, and
That's good.
That's good.
Here we go.
Well done, Justin. Very, very
Well done,
creative.
mate.
Very creative.
Yay!
So you got to customize your job, I see.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So there you have it. And we pretty much have it for the show, but we've not spoken to Ethan probably, so we've got to speak to him before we go away. Ethan, what's been going on in your world in the last week?
Severe weather, but nothing's happened.
So no severe weather then.
Well, I mean, we've been under a marginal risk for the past 3 days, and not even a single severe storm has come within 50 miles of my location. Wonderful.
Right. Well,
It just sounds like being out there.
That is wonderful.
And Nathan, could I just make a quick announcement?
yes.
To all my minions, as your glorious leader and dictator, I just want to let you know that the war has ended. We did prevail. There's no need to go on about it anymore. You can all bow down and worship me. I am excellent.
Worship
War is
you.
over, so we don't need to comment on it anymore.
I'm sorry, Nelson.
He's
I have
lying.
to say I'm
They
not.
actually agreed to a ceasefire and sort of a
my
peace.
goodness. So the war goes on. And one
No,
other
I
thing
meant
that I've
they-
still not managed
that's
to
not how
mention,
it
I've got to
ended.
say
They
this,
ended it with a
Justin.
peace
Justin,
treaty.
I've got to say this before we go off the air. Is that if you would like to help us make cyclone tracks, the Cyclone History
Yes.
Project is now looking for your help. If you've ever made cyclone tracks in the past, we are looking for people to enlist very soon indeed. We're hoping to start this week. So if you are interested in doing that, send an email to that email address, contact@force13.com. Or if you do have Discord, that's where most of our community live at this point. So hop onto Discord. The Force 13 server is linked on our description underneath. And get in touch with one of the leading people there. They're quite easy to find. So until then, it's been another Force 13 Sundays. Even though Strat has been mentioned a lot, it has been 100% Stratless in terms of not seeing his face once, not seeing any Strat at all. It's been great.
It should stay that way.
It should stay that way. Oh dear.
Yeah, I
People have
certainly wish
very
it was.
strong opinions. Tension's riding high here.
I mean, personally, I've had some good chess matches with him, so I'm happy.
Is that because you won them?
I mean, I did lose most of them.
Oh, you did lose. Oh dear. Shame. I mean, Strat isn't even that good at chess.
I don't want to talk about it, alright?
Yeah, don't talk about it.
We'll pick it up next week. But now, we're going straight into the Tropical Weather Bulletin editing window. That basically means when this music ends, I press a button, the stream turns off, and I straight away hop onto the Tropical Weather Bulletin, and then it comes out in an hour. So in an hour's time, you'll see that Tropical Weather Bulletin as normal, and we'll be back again next week with another Force 13 Sundays and Weather Beat on Wednesday night. Thanks, team, for joining us. We'll see you again soon. Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.
Oh, look, there's our black screen again. That's excellent. We'll just end on a black screen, I guess. Good night.
Woo!
All right then.